So this is not a good start to the week. This is really hard, and I cannot even begin to explain the emotional turmoil inside dealing with this. Every patient that I have had since I've been here is dead. I went to work last night, and the last patient I had passed away at shift change. It's not something that we're used to seeing. We're used to going into work and helping people get better, and they're not getting better. And you're standing there helpless, unable to do anything. Everything that we've been trained to do isn't working. And then we come home, come back to the hotel, and we're sitting here staring at four walls. There's nobody here to talk to. And if you do talk, you really don't want to talk about this. We're all going through the same thing, and it's hard. Every patient I had last night was new. There was a few that were not mine that are off the ventilator, but I don't know what their quality of life is going to be like after this. The ones that are off the ventilator, they're not doing well. There's going to be months of rehab, and hopefully the lack of oxygen hasn't caused any brain function to be impaired, but we don't know. This isn't easy right now. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, next to being ripped out of my home from my husband's insanity. I just don't know, man. This is definitely a learning experience, but it's something to be taken seriously. The hell with gardening, the hell with your damn seeds. When they reopen, the New Jersey governor today, I was watching the broadcast as to what, might possibly happen, and they're not reopening shit. The numbers that you keep seeing, oh yeah, the case numbers are going down, but we're seeing pop-ups in other areas. In New Jersey, in the northern part, the number of positive cases are going down, but we're seeing resurgence in the southern part of New Jersey, which is where I'm at. So they're not doing anything. They're not reopening shit. And these malls that are reopening and everything else that's reopening in these states, y'all need to be careful. Very much keep your I can't stress this enough. I don't know how to put into words what it's like to watch somebody suffer and die on a ventilator for a lack of oxygen and not getting any air. Last night, there was a leak in my ventilator circuit that I couldn't find. They had paged somebody else to help me. Instead, they paged my pager as I'm standing in a fucking room in PPE from head to toe, 3 layers. And I had to bust out of the room and just go get another ventilator myself because the leak was in an air hose and I couldn't fix it. And standing there not being able to bag my patient with an ambu bag to breathe for them, I had to make some ventilator adjustments to compensate for the loss of volume that thankfully worked until I could get the new vent hooked up. But until you stand there completely helpless, unable to do your job and unable to breathe for somebody and watch them suffer without their family, I can't explain it, man. I really can't. These family members are at home without their loved ones, and they can hear you. They can very much hear you. I've had people come out of sedation and remember my goddamn name. So all I can do is talk to them and treat them like they're a family member, and I've been complimented by several nurses about my level of care and wishing that I could stay full-time because they need more people like me. It is the hardest thing to do. It really is. And to have nobody to turn to and talk to is just overwhelming. We had one of the Manhattan doctors commit suicide, and that's at a hospital that a lot of the respiratory therapists were assigned to. So the level of death that's going on is just incomprehensible. Unless you've been to war, honestly, I don't think you can measure this level of death. And especially with something, when we're trained to save lives, and we have nothing. And we're standing there just unable to do anything. So enjoy your loved ones. Cherish every fucking moment you have, no matter how irritating they get with you. Because you don't know what tomorrow brings. You really don't. I just, this is a rough week. This is a very rough week. I appreciate it, Angela. I really do. This is the only outlet that we have out here. There's a lot of soldiers, but there's just nobody, man. When you're stuck in a room because you're not really supposed to be out in public and you're dealing with these emotions, I can understand the videos that I see all over social media of nurses bawling their eyes out. There's nothing that you can mentally prepare for this. You really can't. And how fast it happens is just ridiculous. There's people that are dying alone who don't even have family members, and it's so hard. It is just so hard. Just cherish everybody, and please just wash your hands and stay away from as many people as you can until we have answers. And we don't have any answers right now. There is nothing. Nothing. So until we have something, really, we need to be cautious, because this can resurge so quickly. It spreads so quickly. There's been EMTs who work 7 days a week hauling people that are dying before they even make it to the hospital. It was a 23-year-old EMT who killed himself. We're going to be dealing with PTSD from the healthcare workers who are dealing with these frontline activities. It's something that definitely needs to be made aware, but it's the hardest damn thing to do alone. You know, I called my dad and talked to him for an hour tonight, but you know, when you call somebody and you just need somebody to talk to and there's nobody there to answer the phone, or they don't answer, it's just, oh my Lord. All you can do is cry. Let it out. I really don't even know what else to say, but this is serious. This is very serious, and please take it seriously. It's not a joke. Quit the bitching, quit politicizing all of this, because we don't know. We just don't know. We're throwing everything at this and hoping something sticks. And so far, nothing is. I appreciate you guys for listening and sending love, because I definitely need it right now.